whoever your person is, they make me feel like, some sort of restraint, some sort of like, maybe I'm stuck under something, or I'm below the surface of something, or there was some sort of like fight. I'm not going to say struggle, but there was some sort of like fight about it. Okay, Larry, tell me these things. I think fighting was the right word. I think he goes down in a medical way. I get weird, interesting things. I'm like, below the surface, feeling very surreal but conscious at the same time. So let me say a couple things. Let's say he passes in a medical way. Let's say it's cancer, or let's say he's unable to communicate or something. I think that there's a lot of fight below the surface, even though physical body, not doing a lot, okay? Then I get another glimpse, and I'm like, okay, so maybe this could be a sign of, yeah, I see a lot of like, maybe this could be a sign of not being conscious toward the end, but still hearing everything that goes on around us, essentially, or like conversation you didn't, and then he tells me we don't feel like we got a chance to say goodbye. She's like, yep, and I'm just going with it, you know? And then he says smell, like he has a specific smell or deodorant or cologne that hits you out of nowhere all the time. How did he end up passing? He was unresponsive at the end. And he tells me like there's fight below the surface. Don't think I'm saying that he's struggling or in pain or anything, but it's like, it wasn't without fight, you know? He was my best friend. I smell him all the time. Why was he unresponsive toward the end? I'm just below the surface. Interesting. I'm going to write just below the surface because it's been told to me a couple times. I said, did you see it coming? He said, yes, I saw it coming. He fought in the hospital for 90 days. I'm like, just imagine like he's in cancer and he's in the hospital for cancer, and he's fighting and he didn't give up, and he fought in the hospital for 90 days, and then just like he says, he becomes unresponsive, and he says just below the surface, but he fought and fought and fought until the very end, and he really did. He goes, I was like, what happened? And then he pulled his tube out when they were going to unplug him, and woke up and then went unresponsive again. I'm like, I don't want you to think I'm trapped, but there's a lot of fight. I'm laying down, there's a lot of fight, literally, and right before they were going to unplug him, he woke up, he pulled his tube out, and then went unresponsive again. He goes just below the surface. And then I had asked him that's what I was saying a little bit ago. I asked him what happened. And he says that there was an organ that wasn't his heart that had no response. So regardless, that organ wasn't replaceable or coming back. So if they were to take him off the support, that organ specifically would have failed him anyways. And the tube, I will say his lungs, yeah. He wasn't ever going to live without. And it was just his lungs. It wasn't something that could be replaced. COPD. Damn it. Is this your dad? Is this your dad? COPS. Cops. Are you saying cops to me, or are you saying COPD? I don't know if it was the cops, but I'm listening. I'm listening. Sounds like a weird plot twist to me, but I'm here for it. As weird as the plot twist gets around here, nothing's going to surprise me. So now the cops are involved. I like his sense of humor. So we'll pretend like that's COPD because his lungs just weren't going to work anymore. And I love that he talked about how much fight, like that's the last thing I see. However, if your loved one wakes up, rips their tube out while someone's on the way to like the outlet, it could probably be very traumatizing thinking that it isn't time to go. Just to let you know, Grandpa, but he raised me and it keeps autocorrecting me. Yeah, I know, I'm just fucking with you. Love you. And so and then she says, Grandpa, but he raised me and it was COPD. Dang it, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, there doesn't have to be a shoulda, woulda, coulda because he knows, even though there was fight at the end, he just wanted to let you know he was there, all right? And if you could fight that hard toward the end, fine. I mean, great, you would too. I would, especially if it's for your babies. Hell yeah, right? But he says he knew, even when he ripped that tube out, he knew he was done. It was like a, he doesn't really remember ripping it out, but he's glad he was able to do something. I just see that point of fight. I was like, I don't want you to think I'm trapped, but I have a fight in me. I have a fight in me. And so I think that was just one last, like, I love you, versus, like, trying to stay alive, because he knew that it was done. It was just the fight, Love you. That's awesome. I really like that one. That one's going to stick with me for a while. I like that he started like that. He came back around for a few days and then went back down on Mother's Day. I like it. Oh, well, guess what? When you see this big piece of paper, remember how I said, did you know that was going to happen? And he said yes. He knew it was going to happen. He's happy that he had so much extra time. Love it. Bye.